Consider what they are doing now to Ron DeSantis. The Tony Awards, if you like Broadway musicals, those were last night. And one of the singers got up there and gave a little spiel about how somehow Ron DeSantis, governor of Florida, the guy who would be the Republican nominee most likely if Donald Trump doesn't see it through, she went on the attack accusing him of being somehow a grand wizard in the KKK. I mean, this is frightening stuff, guys. Listen.
And while I am certain that the current governor of my home state of Florida will be changing.
You see how they're all just so excited. They're all clapping and throwing their arms up and cheering her on as she refers to the governor of Florida, the guy who would win if Donald Trump doesn't get the nomination. So possibly the Republican nominee is the Grand Wizard. And then she went on to say, oh, I'm sure he's going to change the name of my town in Florida very soon. It happened to be Plantation, Florida, that she was referring to. And it's also orchestrated. It's like they have a series of talking points. And it's like, okay, we're going to go after Trump. And when in doubt, go after DeSantis, because you got to cover your bases now. And you got to make sure that everybody knows those Republicans are just terrible. There's also a story that came out today that's just devastating about people holding Nazi flags and paraphernalia in support, allegedly, of Ron DeSantis outside of Disney, started taking the Ron DeSantis view of the whole Disney-DeSantis dispute. And I would just say, listen, let's question that a little bit. Let's see whether or not that was just a political dirty stunt, because it's awfully convenient, right? It fits with this whole narrative that they want to keep pushing. And I think the problem for the right is they have not been able for years now to be able to get in front of the narrative, a narrative that's really pretty disturbing, because the kinds of accusations that continually get made suggest that, you've got half the country that is just quite awful, frankly. I mean, there's like nothing worse than you can possibly say about people, and yet they keep doing it over and over and over again.